Jesus says, benefits are here for you, so accumulate them through doing properly works. Those words carry the deepest reality, approximately life and the divine connection among human attempt and heavenly reward. God has already stuffed your path with countless advantages: peace, pleasure, love, fitness, and prosperity. However, they are no longer always acceded to you without motive. They are earned, skilled, and embraced through the purity of your deeds and the goodness of your coronary heart. When you act with kindness, compassion, and integrity, you open the gates of heaven upon yourself. Every correct act you perform is like a key that unlocks a brand new blessing awaiting you. The blessings of God aren't hidden treasures buried inside the floor, they're spiritual gifts flowing around you every second. However, best folks that stay with religion, humility, and desirable intention can apprehend them and acquire them fully. While Jesus says to accumulate your advantages through good works, He way that your lifestyles turns into the vessel via which God's grace is poured. The more you do true, the more area you create within your soul for divine choose. Advantages are not measured by how a good deal wealth you benefit or how a lot praise you obtain, they are measured by way of the peace that fills your coronary heart, via the love that surrounds you, and with the aid of the cause that guides your steps. Someone who lives with honesty and faith can stroll through storms and still sense blessed, because they understand that their actions align with God's will. Properly works aren't just movements accomplished to electrify others, they're reflections of the divine spirit residing within you. Each time you assist someone, forgive someone, or elevate a burden off some other's shoulder, you are amassing blessings that no earthly energy can cast off. Many human beings pray for blessings, but few take into account that advantages are interested in goodness the way mild is drawn to clarity. You cannot invite God's light into a heart filled with bitterness or selfishness. This is why Jesus reminds you that your deeds are the creditors of your destiny. The more selfless you grow to be, the more your life shines. While you pick out to be kind even when the sector is harsh, when you forgive even if others incorrect you, while you preserve faith even if the road is dark, then the heavens open on your desire. Advantages begin to go with the flow now, not simply as material profits, but as non-secular power, understanding, and serenity. The peace of God rests upon you like morning dew on petals, refreshing your soul and giving you new power to preserve on foot the righteous course. Your benefits aren't always loud or visible. From time to time they appear as protection from unseen harm, on occasion as steering throughout confusion, and once in a while as the quiet consolation that whispers, "You are not alone." Those are divine rewards to your good works, proof that God sees every attempt, each act of love, and every silent sacrifice. Even when the world overlooks your kindness, heaven does not. God's blessings are stored for you like treasures in eternity, looking ahead to the right time to be revealed. So in no way think your goodness goes disregarded. Every prayer you whisper, every tear you shed for love, and every hand you make bigger in compassion adds to the gathering of your heavenly advantages. Jesus teaches that doing accurate works isn't an obligation, it's miles a privilege. It is the path that connects you directly to God's heart. Whilst you deliver without anticipating whatever and go back, when you love unconditionally, you become a mirrored image of divine love itself. This is when benefits chase you. They don't simply come to you, you appeal to them. Goodness turns into a magnet for grace. Your faith will become mild, and your deeds grow to be your prayer. The sector might test your endurance, however your staying power in doing excellent will keep multiplying your benefits in approaches you cannot imagine. Every blessing you collect via goodness strengthens your spirit and builds your future. You may not see the results right away, however the universe keeps a record of your faithfulness. One act of kindness nowadays would possibly come to be a miracle for you tomorrow. God's timing is ideal, and He never withholds what you really deserve. So do no longer be discouraged if life feels sluggish or unfair. Hold working, hold loving, and preserve trusting. The blessings that are yours will discover their way to you due to the fact God's promises never fail. Remember the fact that blessings aren't best intended so that it will hold, they're meant to be shared. While God blesses you, He needs you to grow to be a blessing for others. That is how His love circulates in the global. When you have peace, deliver peace. When you have joy, share joy. If you have forgiveness, unfold forgiveness. The greater you deliver, the greater you acquire. The river of blessings in no way dries for folks that allow it to float via them. Jesus calls you to live as a vessel of goodness, to hold your coronary heart open to love and service, and to believe that each pure action will go back to you multiplied in divine chews. In moments of battle, remember that even demanding situations may be hidden advantages. Every now and then God lets in trials to check your faith and beef up your spirit. Via endurance and perseverance, you accumulate advantages that are far greater than worldly rewards, wisdom, maturity, and divine intimacy. When you stand company on your goodness no matter pain, you prove you're considering God, and that act alone invitations heavenly abundance. The darkest nights often prepare you for the brightest mornings, and the toughest checks bring the richest benefits. Therefore, allow your coronary heart never tire of doing properly. Allow your arms always